Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooedteacherplans. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my last spread in my academic year planner from 2018-19, and this is going to be the week that I was in DC. So this last week, which this plan with me and vlog will be up by the time you see this video, you can go watch this. So I was in DC and then we went to I was in New York and then we went to DC on Friday night. So we had Saturday, Sunday, and then these 3 days. So I'm going to film that or plan that out. And then this is when I was home. And yeah, I think I am going to use, no, I know I'm going to use this kit. It is so cute. It's from Lexie Kylee Designs. I've never used one of her kits before. I saw this one and I had to have it. I thought it was so cute. And I think that her kits are like really functional. I'm excited to explore more of her kits. So let me show you what we got here. So we have the little limited freebie, which I do think I am going to use that little box there. And then we've got the full boxes and a couple of boxes down here. We've got some functional deco things here. Weekend banner, which is so cute. We've got some more functional stuff down here, and then we've got the bottom washi, some washi strips, which I could totally use these as labels. We've got some script stickers, those are cute, and then we've got a bunch of boxes on this page, so I think this is going to be perfect. So I've got some headers here, and I might just alternate these because I don't feel like digging out any headers, because glitter headers, I'm feeling lazy. So I'm so excited to use this. Let's get into this. I'm going to speed you up and do a voiceover because I don't know how long this is going to take me. I'm a little out of practice. So we're just going to speed through. But I hope that you enjoy this. I'm going to put a timestamp right here if you want to skip the vlog and go straight to the plan with me. But if not, here is a quick little kind of review of my time in DC. Alright, so I'm going to start with the bottom washi, and there's 2 strips here, so I start with the smaller one and leave just a sliver in between those two, or in between the 2 strips and the bottom of the boxes. I love the florals in this kit, they look so cute. I really like the colors too, because this wasn't like the 4th of July week or anything. Okay, so for my headers, I just completely forgot to pull those and date covers, so I just alternated the ones that came from the kit, and I realized later that there were enough of the red and white striped ones that I could have done all the way across, but I just didn't realize that until later, which is fine. I think it looks kind of cute that they're alternating, especially since I don't have date covers over there. And then I'm just putting in the 2 flags. I really like the one with the stars. You can't see it right now, but you will in a minute. It's really cute. So for my sidebar, I chose the Land That I Love full box for the little quote box area. And I love the geometric shapes and the leaves. I think that's super cute. And then below that, I'm doing what I did last week, which was a little gratitude list. I'll come back to that in a minute. I did put down the weekend banner. So I'm just using the weekly tracker to keep track of what I was grateful for each week. I'm still on vacation at this point, and looking back, I needed to kind of recognize that just because I wasn't feeling great didn't mean that it wasn't a great trip, because it was. So I just put the another little striped header down, and I will come back and fill that in a moment. Okay, I'm just using some Crafty Banana deco from some samplers to fill in that white space. So for Monday, first thing we did was the FBI building tour, which was really fun. It wasn't what I expected. I wanted to like get in there, you know, and I don't know what I was thinking, but they don't just let you do that. But they did let us see a lot of stuff, and it was really cool going through there. You kind of saw in the vlog. And then I just pulled in a little sticker from Peanut Butter Taco to kind of make that look cute. And then below that, we went and had lunch, but it wasn't memorable, so I'm not putting that in. But we did go to the National Portrait Museum because I wanted to see the Obama portraits, and I kind of wanted to see all the other presidential portraits as well. And then after that, that didn't take very long, so we went and walked to the Supreme Court building. That was quite a trek. We're not built for that kind of humidity, at least I'm not. It was rough. But we made it up there, we rewarded ourselves with ice cream, and then went and walked around the Supreme Court building. And then we were basically just kind of buying our time before our tour of the Capitol. And then we just went through the underground tunnel over to the Library of Congress to finish off our day. And I wanted to mark that we went and saw Jefferson's library, which was really cool. You know, as a social studies teacher, you learn about all of the things that he did, but like seeing him in person was really cool. And then I just used a little divider to kind of separate the day, because then we got on the train and went out kind of out of the city, and we went to the Erin Condren store in Virginia. So I'm just using a little planner to mark that. And it was in this cute little like shopping area, so we just had dinner there at, I don't even know what the restaurant was, but it was pasta and it was good. And then we also finished the day with gelato with espresso. It was so good. And then on Tuesday, we started at the museum, which is moving. I don't think it's closing, but I've heard like different reports on that, so don't quote me. But we definitely wanted to go to the museum before it like either moved or disappeared, and that was really cool. And then we had lunch with my sister's brother-in-law. He works down in DC, and we were staying with him and his wife. And then I just put in that full box because I thought it was pretty. After that, he kind of walked us over to the Natural History Museum, the Smithsonian one. And then, so we walked through there just to kind of waste a little bit of time before we went to the National Archives, which I didn't have any footage of that except for the outside of the building because you can't take any kind of pictures or video inside of there. But it was really cool to see the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. It was really cool. I saw it years ago when I went on my little 8th grade trip, but I don't remember much from that trip. So that afternoon we walked like over to the Capitol building, or toward the Capitol building, and we stopped by the DC Botanical Gardens. It was really hot outside and we just needed to like sit and relax for a minute, but then we got in there and into like the tropical room and we thought we were gonna die in there. So we just sat out and admired the flowers and just kind of took a breather before we headed back to where we were staying to kind of pack up. And we caught a flight out of DC to Dallas that evening. It was a really late flight. I think we got back to my sister's house at like close to midnight or maybe 11. And then on Wednesday, I just started with that cute little full box. I could not pull that outfit off, but I think it's cute. And then Wednesday, we definitely slept in for a while. We kind of just took it easy. I had a flight back home that day, so I'm just marking that we slept in. And then that early afternoon, I flew back to my town, Amarillo. And I was exhausted, like sitting in the airport. I thought I was gonna like fall asleep. I had to just start walking, and then I just called my mom and talked to her for like a long time because I was so tired. I did get to pre-board though. Like I was like the 3rd one on the plane. It was really nice. So, you know, a broken arm kind of gets you some good things maybe. When I got home, my aunt came and picked me up with my cousin, and they took me home. And I unpacked a little bit. Like I opened my suitcases and took out what I needed to like wash my face and brush my teeth. That was pretty much the extent, was like bringing in a few bathroom items. And then I did lay down and watch The Handmaid's Tale. I was just so tired. So I caught up. I think I had 2 episodes to watch of The Handmaid's Tale, which one of those episodes was the one where they went to DC, and it was super freaky because just a couple days before this, I had been in those places, and like to see them like changed like that. If you watch the show, you know what I'm talking about, but it's so crazy. My sister and I called each other and we're like, what the hell was that? But anyway, after that, I just marked with some washi and a Fox and Pip sticker that I was recharging. Thursday, I slept in till like, I don't even know, like 11. I don't do that. I don't sleep in like that, but I was so exhausted. And then I'm just marking below the full box that I did some more unpacking and laundry. I had like a mountain of laundry because I hadn't done laundry before I left. I just like laundered what I needed to before I left. Not a good plan. So I had like a bunch of loads to do, which was fine, but it just took like all day. Also, like I couldn't fold any laundry. It's still a struggle to like fold laundry right now with my arm as it is. So that was interesting. And then that afternoon, luckily I got into an ortho doctor here in town. And so I got ready to go for that, and got ready, I mean like changed into like other yoga pants. And he had, I mean, I guess it was good news, but he told me that I needed surgery for my wrist because it was broken in several places. He took like more x-rays and closer x-rays and stuff. So I am now like, my wrist is held together by like metal plate and some screws. I was really upset by that at first, but like, what can you do? Like, you got to do what you got to do, you know? And then I did pick up a grocery order that afternoon, and I was watching Riverdale, which I marked with a little Fox and Pip sticker. And then I went to bed early, which is going to be a theme for the rest of this plan with me, because I just had zero energy. I think everything just kind of caught up to me, and We walked 64 miles on our trip. It was crazy. I'm just putting in the rest of the full boxes that I wanted to be sure to use. And I forgot that I had this extra full box and I wanted to use this America the Beautiful one because I thought it was pretty. Okay, so back to Friday. I had the Lazy Deck sticker from the kit, so I went ahead and pulled that. I thought it was appropriate. And then after I got up, kind of, you know, early afternoon, I actually got out of bed and I had to make some calls and I had to file a claim with Airbnb because that is where I fell. I was outside of our Airbnb and the host was liable, so I had to go ahead and do that, which wasn't a big deal, but it was kind of nerve-wracking. And then I called my sister to come, well, I texted her to come and stay with me, which I hate asking for help. You know, I like to be independent, so that was hard to do, but she said, of course, and I called my mom because I was upset about everything. And sometimes you just need your mom, you know? And I continued laundry that day because it was like nonstop, and then I ventured out to Walgreens to just pick up a couple of things that I had forgotten on my grocery pickup. And then I just pulled in a piece of washi and put to bed early on here. And I messed up my handwriting on this one, so I'm going to just pull in the other piece that I had. Driving was very tricky this week too because my elbow is still immobilized. So I got a new cast on that Friday, which was nice because the one that I had been through hell, airports, and just so many places. And then on Saturday, I just caught up on YouTube because I really hadn't watched much in like a week and a half or something. So I had quite a few things to catch up on my watch later list, and I just pulled in a little munchkin for that. And then this afternoon, just to like make myself feel better, I set up my EC daily that's in my Erin Condren folio, and I bought the daily petite planner at the Virginia Erin Condren store, and it came in super handy because I was able to like time out my medicines and like all kinds of stuff, and it was really nice. And now I'm going to use it for pre-planning, and it's going to be handy, I think. And then I started working on my travel vlog, and that didn't get anywhere really. I just kind of gave up on that and came back to it later. And then I split it into two and just decided to include it in Playing With Me's. And I meant to talk more to the camera, and I just didn't feel well, and I just didn't look well, and so I abandoned that, and I just put in clips, which is what you saw. And then I watched some more of Riverdale that night, and I just snuggled my kitties and slept. On Sunday, I decided to get over my little pity party, and I went out for a walk. It wasn't very long. It was like 2 miles, but it was something, and it made me feel better because like walking around during my trip, my arm would like swell up, which the doctor said wasn't really a bad thing. And it made it feel better in a way, like, you know, just moving around and stuff. So that walk was awesome. And then below that, my friend's son called me that afternoon, and he asked me to meet him at Best Buy and help him buy a laptop for his college classes because he was taking summer school at the local community college. And so I met him over there and did that for him. And then I also wanted to mark here that I went to bed early. I didn't sleep a wink, but I tried. And on that half box, I'm just marking that I had surgery the next day. So that's pretty much it. And let's go back to the sidebar and fill in my little tracker. So I was grateful on Monday for treating Kylee at the Erin Condren store. I had a bunch of credits and I got to treat her. Tuesday, I was grateful for the Constitution. Wednesday, I got home. Thursday, my ortho doc, who is easy on the eyes and has helped me a lot. And Friday was my mom, and Saturday, distractions. Sunday was my walk. Is the finished spread, and I just love this so much. It is beautiful. Her kit was super easy to work with. Well, the 4 pages that I had, but it was super easy to work with my style, and I really like it. This is a little bit blank up here to me, but I think it works well with like the fonts and stuff. I don't know. I just kind of like it. It looks like very airy and pretty. So yeah, I really like this. Let me zoom in real quick and show you the spread a little closer. Just flip this over. Alright, so here is the first part of the week. We had such a great time in DC. Being a history teacher, I love all of the, monuments and all of the buildings. And then over here on this side, this was when I was home. This was a rough few days. Lots of emotions, a lot of pain, but it's over now, so that's good. But I hope that you enjoyed this spread and this plan with me and the vlog and everything. And if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!